Thanks for stopping by GF Explorers, and it's barbecue season. And well, come to think of it, if you're like me, barbecue season actually never really ends, but we have some holidays coming up that go great with barbecue and grilling. So today I wanted to do not only kind of a classic barbecue rub that's great for not just beef, but pork, chicken, even salmon, but then I also wanted to show you how to make my classic barbecue sauce. And the barbecue sauce, to tie them both together, uses a little bit of the barbecue rub in it as well. So we're going to make both in this quick video. Let's get started. All right, so I've got all of my ingredients spread out around my bowl. Seems like a lot of ingredients, but this classic rub really has a great depth of flavor to it. So I'm going to start over here on my left with our chili powder, salt and pepper, mustard powder, and by the way, the exact amounts of all these ingredients can be found on the recipe, gfexplorers.com. I'll put a link down in the description. We've got our paprika and our chili powder. We've got brown sugar, white sugar, celery salt and oregano, turmeric and cumin, and then a good old standby onion powder and garlic powder. Now we're just going to get these nice and mixed up and incorporated well together. Sometimes you can see that brown sugar can be a little bit clumpy. Sometimes I put this for a quick spin in my spice mill, but we'll just get it nice and mixed up today. All right, that looks nice and mixed up. We'll break up this brown sugar just a little bit more. Okay, then what we do is we get this in an airtight container, and it'll last about 3 months before it kind of starts to lose its potency and starts to get a little bit crunchy. But if you're like me, especially during the summer, it probably won't last 3 months. So now I'm going to set up, get ready to make our classic barbecue sauce, which will incorporate a little bit of the rub. Okay, we got all our ingredients assembled for our barbecue sauce. Now this is what I like to call just a classic barbecue sauce. To me, we really developed the flavors to go well with anything. And we've got a few recipes coming up where I'm going to use it on a pizza as well. So nice classic sauce. Feel free to adjust the ingredients to your taste. The ingredients that we're using, like the hot sauce, etc., are what we found works best for us. So let's get making some sauce. So over here on my left, I've got all my wet ingredients. On my right, I have all my dry ingredients. So we're going to start with a cup of ketchup. And again, the link to the recipe will be in the description. It can be found at our website, gfexplorers.com. And the next is a cup of pizza sauce. And yes, you heard that right. We're adding pizza sauce to this barbecue sauce. This brings kind of a nice herby element to it, and that recipe can also be found on the website as well. We're going to do a half a cup cider vinegar, a quarter of a cup of honey. Let's make sure we get it all in there. Let's scrape the side of the bowl down. A tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then a little, probably a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half of tomato paste will help thicken things up just a little bit. Now on our dry side, we're going to do 1/8 of a cup approximately of the barbecue rub we just made. Sprinkle that in there. Then we got a half a cup of brown sugar, onion powder, garlic salt, and again, I'm not using garlic powder here, I'm using garlic salt because this is the only salt element in our barbecue sauce. And then I've got a tablespoon of mustard powder as well. And the last two things that we're going to add, which I think bring a nice depth of flavor to the sauce, is I'm going to use a little bit of Frank's hot sauce. You can use your favorite barbecue or hot sauce if you have a favorite hot sauce, just a splash. And then my secret ingredient, don't be afraid. We use this in a lot of our sauce recipes. If you've watched a lot of our videos, most of our sauces have this in it, but it's fish sauce. And fish sauce just brings a great depth of flavor to any sauces or dressings that you're making. And you want to be real super careful with this. I would say 1/8 of a teaspoon at most is all you need. And you could probably measure this out, but I'm just going to kind of freehand it here and just give it a nice little touch. And we'll put that to the side. Now all we need to do is get this all mixed up and incorporated. scrape down the sides of my pan. All right, that looks great. Now what you're gonna wanna do is get this on your stovetop on low for about a good 20 minutes or so. Get it mixed up, get all those sugars melted, the honey incorporated, all the spices kind of broken down. So there's two things you're looking for here. One, the color is gonna get deeper, darker, and richer. And two, the sauce is probably gonna reduce a little bit. And both of those things are perfect. Again, so we're gonna go on the cooktop, 20 minutes on low, and then we'll come back and take a look at our final sauce. Our barbecue sauce has been on the stovetop simmering for about 20 minutes or so. The color's gotten a little deeper and the sauce has thickened up a little bit. So all of our sugars have had a chance to melt. All of our flavors have kind of come together. So now we give it a taste. Grab a new tasting spoon here. And you can see it's still smoking hot. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. What's interesting about this sauce recipe is we found that every time we make it, it comes out just a little bit different each time. Sometimes you add a little more honey in there. Sometimes you have a little bit more sugar. Your measurements aren't always the same each time. And every time you make it, it comes out just a little bit different, which is one of the things I really kind of like about it. So there you have it, a classic barbecue rub along with a classic barbecue sauce. These two are going to go great together because the rub is incorporated into the sauce. Both, again, are great for multiple proteins. Seafood such as salmon and shrimp, beef, especially on like a grilled beef rib, of course, pork and chicken. So there it is, guys. I've got recipes coming up, videos coming up soon that I'm going to be doing. We're going to do some ribs very soon, as well as incorporate the barbecue sauce into a pizza. So look forward to that. Let me know what creations you make down in the comments below, and I'd love to see pictures. Send them to our website as well. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.